Robin Rock, back once again with my friend Whitney Reynolds. It's another edition of Whitney's Women because we want to talk about some incredible things that women are doing. And I see you are kind of dressed for the occasion today. You look a little different.
Girl, you know it. I am feeling the vibes of what's going on in the studio today.
And we're doing what?
We are hustling up the Hankcock. Whew, I'm almost out of breath just saying that. Oh my goodness.
You doing this?
I am doing it. Now, this is kind of just having twins. I'm like, this is a good motivation factor to get up that darn Hankcock building. And it's for a great cause. We have Gina with the Respiratory Health Association. Welcome.
Hey, ladies. How are you? Glad to be here.
Yeah, it is wonderful to have you in the studio with us because this is all those people that left their New Year's resolutions by now, that have stopped going to the gym. This is the time to one-up it. You can one-up your New Year's resolution and do something for a good cause. Tell us about what's coming up.
The 20th anniversary of Hustle Up the Hankcock. We are once again being invited back to return to 875 North Michigan Avenue, that iconic structure that beautifully stands on Michigan Avenue. And thousands of climbers will climb on February 26th.
Coming up.
1,632 stairs. Whitney, are you sure you're up for this?
Oh my goodness. Now I'm like, oh my goodness. Last time I worked with this fabulous organization, they had me jump off a building, to be honest. And I still tremor thinking about that. And why I sign up for these wonderful events is because it really is not only life-changing once you complete it, because now I can always say I jumped off a building or rappelled off a building.
Yeah, totally.
But now I can say I climbed how many thousands feet? What did you just say I'm going to climb?
1,632 stairs.
Oh.
You can do it, Whitney. You can do it.
You know it. Well, and if I don't do it, you'll be able to follow me on Twitter, and I'll be like just hanging out in the stairwell somewhere. I think I can complete it.
I love the fact that you talked about that you did the Skyline Plunge. That was another event that we had here in Chicago. So, soon after February 26th, you'll be able to say you rappelled down a skyscraper in Chicago, and you'll now have climbed up a skyscraper in Chicago. 2 iconic buildings, 2 iconic events. Chicago's world-class stair climb. You're going to be in it.
So let's talk about the Respiratory Health Association. Why is everyone going to join me and hustle up the Hankcock? Why are we doing this?
This is really all about joining the fight against lung disease. You know, for more than 110 years, we have been here in Chicago really fighting the good fight against lung cancer and all lung diseases. We're about anti-smoking. We're about advocacy issues, letting your voice be heard, and certainly we all know a lot about letting your voice be heard. And we're really trying to focus on clean air issues.
If you think about it, I'm just thinking about what has changed since I was in middle school. I'm 30, so we'll take it back. When I was in middle school, I think people were still smoking in restaurants, smoking in bars, and it was not, smoking was kind of cool still in middle school. And now it's one of those things that you have totally changed the perspective of the way people look at smoking. Anytime I see smokers now, they're kind of hiding because it's more of an embarrassing thing, and they want to be done with it, but the addiction's tough. But it's amazing to see the shift that's happened over the years.
You're so right. We've been certainly working on these key core issues for more than 20 years. But in the past 20 years, during the duration of Hustle Up the Hankcock, we have been able to reduce usage of tobacco usage. We've been able to reduce asthma rates. And this is the reason why people come back to Hustle Up the Hankcock. Having clean air and healthy lungs for all is really a key component and drives people. They want to be part of this work. Breathing is important to everyone, and we have seen a shift. We've seen a shift in how people view environmental issues, how people view the use of tobacco, certainly in teens and adults, and we've been able to help reduce those percentages of usage. If you think about the data that's provided to us by the Centers for Disease Control, in 1998, there were 70% even tried smoking. And now our stats all the way up to 2015, only 32% currently try smoking. So the work is making a difference. We're making a difference. And Whitney, you're going to help us make a difference on February 26th. And hopefully some of your listening audience as well, because they can still register for the event. Come join us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want people to join me, if anything, to help me up the darn stairs in case I get stuck on one level. But how do people do that?
Well, it's really about training, and
oh gosh,
it's about
how am I just hearing this now?
You've got some time. You've got some weeks. Now, I won't say that people haven't begun training before Christmas. Many certainly have had. We have training tips on our website, Whitney, from our friends from Fleet Feet Sports and our friends at Athletico. Training tips, stretching tips, that's going to be your key to success. And slow and steady.
Okay.
So slow and steady. Remember when you did the skyline plunge? You slowly came down the building? It's about a slow and steady climb. Using the handrail and taking good, consistent strides up those stairs. You'll get a fresh bottle of water, essential water, right when we start, and you'll get a fresh bottle at the end. And then go and finish in the 360 Chicago Observatory. Enjoy the beautiful views of our beautiful city.
Wow, I am just taking this all in that I'm doing this, folks, so you too can do it. And, you know, it is really to raise awareness for all this lung disease research. And, you know, it's really, tell us what else you do in the community to raise awareness for lung disease.
Sure. So much of the work that we're doing, again, are focusing on anti-tobacco, COPD, which some may know, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, also clean air issues, and really educating on the issues of asthma. There is asthma education going on at the school age level. There's anti-tobacco education and messaging going on at the school age level. Even in workplaces, we can do anti-tobacco education. And we are funding research. We are so lucky here in our city to be able to fund a variety of different research projects with all the major medical universities and medical institutions that we have here in Chicago. We have the ability to fund research.
For lung health.
For lung health specifically. And those who climb and hustle up the Hankcock, much of those funds raised, and we intend to raise $1.1 million just for hustle, much of that money can be used to the issues that I just spoke about.
Oh, wow, that is fabulous. It really is amazing whenever you do complete something like that. It's like a bucket list type thing.
You know what, and I was going to say that is on my bucket list of things to do because I would love to do that one day. And I will tell you how, you know, you're talking about what a difference that you've made in the numbers of folks smoking. I had a chance to be in Italy, and it blew me away how fashionable and how many, I mean, it was so hard to walk down a street and not breathe in cigarette smoke, and it just really made me appreciate what we have here and the laws and the regulations, and so that you can breathe clean air and you don't have to worry about that. It really is a really good thing.
10 years ago, Chicago went smoke-free, and Respiratory Health Association was on the forefront of that initiative, on that effort. And so, as many of us know, smoking is very much regulated in office buildings, in restaurants, in bars, certainly in movie theaters, and so many other institutions, auditoriums, concert halls, and look at the difference it's making. Yes, there even are ordinances now in our Chicago beaches, our Chicago parks, and certainly there is an ordinance to smoke, you know, a certain percentage feet outside a building, and many places certainly have designated areas. But all those efforts, Robin, help reduce the usage in general. And certainly, you know, you can't deny the cigarette tax that's also has made an impact. When everyone's kind of holding on to $1 and spending wisely, sometimes holding back on spending
and the
your
dry
money.
cleaning bill that you're going to have to use to dry clean your clothes after just being around the smoke.
Yes.
Yes.
And when I got back from Italy, that's what it was. It was just
dump the suitcase at the dry cleaners.
Yeah, absolutely it was.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Again, where can people find out about how to register?
Indeed. So go on our website, hustleupthehancock.org. You can register today through February 10th, and then registration will end. So limited spots available. As an individual climber, hustleupthehancock.org. Come join us, Climb Big John.
Yeah, I will be there, everyone. So come join me. It'll be so much fun. Like I said, I will make it to the top. I'll be like the little turtle that, you know, eventually finishes, but I will do it. I cannot wait. So thanks for having me out. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Come hustle up the Hankcock with us, 20th anniversary. Come join us.
That will be a lot of fun. Now, Whitney, you've got a new season coming up here soon, too.
I do.
Yay.
April 10th. You know, it's the Cubs home opener, but it's not until 7:05, and my show comes on at 6:30. So you're going to watch my show on Lake PBS, and then we're going to cheer on our little Cubbies. So new season kicks off April 10th. Of course, I always get so fired up whenever we have a new season coming out because of the topics that need to be heard.
I love it. I can't wait. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
For more information, check out WhitneyReynolds.com or get social with us. Twitter @Whitney Reynolds or on Facebook, The Whitney Reynolds Show.